Hello there! This is an astrological forecast for Aries for November 2010. This also applies if you are an Aries ascendant. So Aries, for you this month, the focus is going to be on your relationships, great deal on your relationships, your finances, especially for those of you who have any joint finances, and also on your work and your direction. I know nothing new in many ways, but there will be some new things coming in, particularly as well with this Jupiter-Uranus transit still in your 12th house. You may find that people from your past keep popping up. Just all of a sudden, somebody from the past who you maybe haven't thought of for a long time suddenly comes into your life for a reason. Maybe there's a closure. Maybe there's something that you needed to complete with this relationship. So this could well come up this November for you. So for much of the month, we've got, at least until the 18th of the month, we've got Venus still retrograde. So still make sure, Aries, that you are thinking clearly and carefully and planning out your finances. Maybe it's about developing some financial goals for yourself. Maybe getting yourself out of debt. Maybe having a plan as to how you can sell your property. Whatever it is, you need to spend those first couple of weeks of the month, if you can, reflecting and planning out your finances while Venus is retrograde. Try not to, if you can help it, do anything too proactive on the financial front until Venus goes direct after the 18th of the month. Relationships as well. Relationships are going to come with a sharp focus for you this month. We've already got Saturn transiting that house of relationship for the next couple of years. So many of you will either be ending a relationship, will be looking to get into a very serious, committed relationship. You may be in a relationship where you feel as though you're too restricted or too controlled, where you need some more freedom. And boy, Aries, do you need freedom? And with Venus retrograde as well in this house for some of this month at least, it's going to be important for you to reflect on these relationships that are maybe not very healthy in your life. Either maybe to get some counselling, some help, some advice, or to get clear yourself and say, right, maybe it's just time to move on. Maybe this is, I'm giving too much, or I'm not getting my needs met. But it's certainly a time to be looking deeply at your relationships. And after the 18th of the month will be a great time to move forwards and take any action for you in your relationships. So whether that is actually to get into a serious relationship or get out of one, whatever it is, or to decide to be on your own for a while. Very often with Saturn transiting this 7th house, you may well decide, hey, look, you know what? I've had enough. I need a break. So there can be lots of permutations how this play out in your life, but you may well find that there's a great deal of focus on this area, particularly this month. Got a lot of planets as well in your 8th house. So for those of you looking for this deep soul connection, it may well be coming into your life at this time. It's an important time to communicate clearly about finances. Try not to hide anything. We've got a lot of planets in Scorpio, so you may well feel that you're sort of digging up information, trying to get information out, and you may well find you're going to have to dig for that information. It won't be so easy. You'll have to push for it and dig for it, and don't be satisfied. Don't sort of say, oh, okay, I'll stop now. This seems to be all there is. No, if your intuition is telling you there's more, there is more. So try to go beneath the surface as deeply as you possibly can. We've got a lot of planets in your 9th house as well this month. So many of you might be travelling or making plans to travel or having very itchy feet and wanting to get away. So if you can't physically get away, try and get away mentally. Either start writing that book you've been putting off, start publishing yourself, go and self-publish yourself. Maybe it could also mean developing your metaphysical interests. In astrology, you might choose to study astrology or tarot or psychic abilities, whatever it is, but take your interests out there and maybe teach and train and move into those areas. Pluto, we know, is still transiting the very top of your chart, so many of you are reconsidering your life direction and what the hell it is you want to do with your life. I know there are big, big changes coming up, but the changes, Aries, try not to be too impatient. They're coming more slowly for many of you. They're coming slowly, but they are coming. Don't worry, they are really coming. So there you have it, Aries. Big focus on your relationships and your finances this month, and a little bit on developing your higher learning, your higher direction. It could also mean going back to school and studying for a long period of time in a subject that you're really, really passionate about. So I wish you a great month. I thank you very much for listening. For those of you that are interested, I do personal readings. You might want to ask me a question for $25, which I'll answer in an email of up to 150 words. Or you might want a 10-minute, half-hour and an hour's reading. Please take a look at my website and I'd be delighted to hear from you. Bye for now.